Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my little book here, and I'm going to be talking about my goals that I set for this year and doing sort of a mid-year review to see where I am on those goals. So we'll start with the Goodreads challenge first. The Goodreads challenge that I set for myself for this year was to read 52 books, and I have done really well with that. I have actually read 44 books this year, which is kind of amazing for me because we're not even halfway through the year and I've read 44 books. I will say that some of those, at least 6 or 7 of those, are Animorphs books, which are really short, so, you know, take that as you will, but for the most part, I have read quite a few books this year, and I am definitely on track to read 52. I might up the goal, but I probably won't, just because it's not about reaching another goal. I just wanted to read 52 books this year, so if I exceed that, then awesome. And then the next goal that I had for myself was to read more books that were published before the year 2000. So last year, I think maybe I read 1 book or 2 books that were published before the year 2000, and the rest of them were heavily weighted towards the 2000s, the 2010s, and then the current year. So I've done a little bit better this year by reading, let me look. So 12. I've read 12 books that were written before the 2000s. However, they were all written in the 1990s, and 6 of those, so half of them, are Animorphs books. So again, there's that. I really would like to read some that are earlier than that, so I need to probably prioritize some older books because, yeah, it's still heavily weighted towards the 2000s. And I have read a lot of books that came out this year, so that's to be expected a little bit, and I'm okay with that, but I would like to read some books from earlier decades for sure, so still need to work on that one, though technically I have already completed that goal. So then the one that I have done abysmally on is to catch up on the series that I have started, and so I wanted to read at least half of, or finish at least half of the series that I have started. The series that I was in the middle of at the beginning of this year were the Mistborn series, the Lunar Chronicles, the T-Rose series, the Enda series, Song of Ice and Fire series, the Cormoran Strike series, the Winter's Curse series, and the Wizard of Oz series. So the only one of those that I have finished or made any progress whatsoever is the Winter's Curse series, and I did finish that. I guess I've technically made progress in the Lunar Chronicles series, but when I made the video sharing which series I wanted to finish this year, or which ones I was in the middle of, I was at like page 180 in Winter, and now I think I'm at page 200, so I've only read 20 pages in several months, so definitely still a lot of work to go on that goal. We shall see. A couple of those series I may end up just DNFing and being done with just because I'm either too far out of the world or I just really am not interested in them anymore. So there is that. So then the 4th goal was to complete my BookTuber Recommends project. So I did it a little differently. So I had numerous recommendations from some people, and so I think I had a total of 19 books in my BookTuber Recommends jar. I will consider it complete if I finish 12 of those, and I have currently read 6 of them, so I am definitely on my way to completing this one, and I am in the middle of at least 2 more books that are on my BookTuber Recommends project, which are My Brilliant Friend and Americana, so I should be able to complete this one without a problem. So then something I did want to add in here that wasn't necessarily a goal, but goes along with a couple of videos that I have made previously, and I will have 2 more coming up this year. So I have been doing book videos about the books that I am most anticipating for each quarter. So I wanted to go back and look at the quarters previously and see where I was as far as reading those books that I was anticipating. So with first quarter, I had 9 books on my list, and I will link the actual video so you can see the books and hear a little bit more about them. I have read 5 of those. The ones that I have not gotten to are The Forgotten Room, Rebel of the Sands, and The Two Family House, as well as The Love That Split the World. The Love That Split the World, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on, and I'm not really all that interested in anymore, but the other 3 I'm still interested in, and I actually own one of them. I recently put in a request for my library to get Rebel of the Sands, and they do have The Two Family House, so those 2 I definitely plan, or those 3 I definitely plan on getting to before the end of the year. And then for second quarter, I had 5 books on that list, and I have read 2 of the 5. One of them, Homegoing, came out earlier this week, and I pre-ordered it, so I will be getting around to that one pretty quick. The Blue Bath and Summer Days and Summer Nights are the other 2 that are unread on that list. The Blue Bath, I actually have a NetGalley copy that I still haven't read, but once I get a couple of things off of my currently reading pile, I plan to move on to that one next, because I really am going to like that one. I know I am, and I don't know why I keep putting off reading it, but that one I have and will be reading. Summer Days and Summer Nights, I really liked My True Love Gave to Me is just sort of like something fun and light. I'm not really in the mood for those kind of reads right now, and there are other short story collections that I am way more excited about, so that one probably will get pushed off. May or may not get read this year, we'll see. But as far as reading books that I have anticipated this year, I had 14 on my list, and I have read 7 of them, so I've read half of the books that I had on my most anticipated list, which is really exciting, and I have enjoyed most of those, so I will be continuing to do those videos. There will be one coming up at the end of this month for second quarter, and I already know a couple of things that I am looking forward to on that list. One of them is probably my most anticipated read of the entire year, but we'll get to that. Anyways, I would love to hear how you are doing on your bookish goals, if you made bookish goals this year. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye!